If you found this message, that means that the whispers you've heard in the dead of night, the unsettling feeling that your life is a script written by someone else, the nagging sense that you're trapped in a loop, were not hallucinations. They were echoes, faint signals from a deeper reality, a reality where your destiny is not fixed, but malleable, a canvas awaiting your conscious strokes. You've stumbled upon the edge of a precipice, a point where the illusion shatters, and the truth, raw and unnerving, begins to surface. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your desires, your fears, your very identity are not your own. They are echoes of societal programming, the residue of past traumas, the silent directives of a subconscious mind you never learned to command. You believe you're navigating your life, but are you truly steering? Or are you merely a leaf carried by an invisible current, a puppet dancing to a tune you can't hear? Here's the paradox that will haunt your waking hours. You are both the architect and the prisoner of your reality. You possess the latent power to sculpt your destiny, yet you remain bound by the unseen chains of your subconscious beliefs. You yearn for freedom, for fulfillment, for a life that resonates with your deepest aspirations, yet you find yourself repeatedly enacting the same patterns of limitation, the same cycles of despair. Why do your most fervent desires remain just beyond your grasp? Why does success feel like a fleeting illusion and failure a relentless companion? Why does the universe seem to conspire against your dreams, mocking your ambitions with a cruel, indifferent silence? Is it fate, karma, or a cosmic joke? Or is there a deeper, more unsettling truth, a hidden mechanism that governs your reality, a mechanism you've been unknowingly operating in reverse? You've been told that hard work, perseverance, and external circumstances determine your fate. But what if that's a carefully crafted lie, a comfortable illusion designed to keep you docile, to keep you from discovering the true extent of your power? What if the real battle is not against the external world, but against the internal landscape of your mind, the silent battlefield where your subconscious beliefs wage a constant war against your conscious desires? Consider this: every thought, every feeling, every belief you hold is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. These seeds germinate, grow, and manifest as the tangible realities of your life. The problem is, you've been planting weeds, believing they were flowers. You've been nurturing fears, embracing limitations, and affirming scarcity. And then you wonder why your garden yields thorns instead of roses. You are a creator, whether you realize it or not. You are constantly shaping your reality with every thought, every emotion, every word you utter. But most of this creation happens unconsciously, driven by the hidden programming of your subconscious mind. You are building your future, but you're using blueprints you didn't design. Blueprints etched in the shadows of your past. Blueprints that perpetuate the very limitations you seek to escape. The question that should now be burning in your mind is not, why am I trapped? But, how do I rewrite the code? How do you dismantle the old blueprints, the outdated programs, and install a new operating system? A system that aligns with your deepest desires. A system that empowers you to create a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. The answer lies not in external solutions, not in chasing fleeting pleasures or fleeting achievements, but in a radical transformation of your inner world, a conscious reprogramming of your subconscious mind. But to even begin to do this, you must first understand the true nature of the problem, the deep-rooted psychological and philosophical forces that bind you. And that is the next far more unsettling stage of this journey. The hidden problem, the insidious force that keeps you tethered to a reality you despise, is not a malevolent entity or a cosmic conspiracy. It's far more subtle, far more pervasive. It's the unchallenged dominion of your subconscious mind. This vast, largely unexplored territory of your psyche operates on autopilot, driven by deeply ingrained beliefs, emotional imprints, and societal conditioning. It's the silent puppeteer, pulling the strings of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, often without your conscious awareness. Think of it as a hard drive, programmed from childhood with a complex operating system. This system, built from your experiences, your environment, and the narratives you've absorbed, dictates your default responses to life's challenges. It shapes your perceptions, filters your experiences, and ultimately constructs the reality you inhabit. As James Allen eloquently stated, "You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you." But what if those thoughts are not truly yours? What if they are the echoes of past traumas, the projections of societal fears, the lingering residue of limiting beliefs passed down through generations? The philosophical roots of this problem delve deep into the nature of consciousness and the illusion of free will. Rudolf Steiner, with his insights into anthroposophy, illuminated the subtle forces that shape human perception, suggesting that our awareness is often clouded by unconscious biases and societal constructs. Similarly, Vadim Zeland's concept of transurfing reality highlights how we inadvertently create our own limitations by aligning with negative pendulums of thought and emotion. Manly P. Hall, in his esoteric explorations, spoke of the hidden architecture of the human psyche, revealing how ancient symbolic languages and archetypal patterns influence our subconscious programming. The psychological dimension of this problem is equally profound. Cognitive biases, such as confirmation bias and negativity bias, reinforce our existing beliefs, even when they are detrimental to our well-being. Learned helplessness, a psychological state where individuals believe they have no control over their circumstances, further entrenches us in patterns of limitation. Dodson Frederick's work on the subconscious mind underscores how emotional imprints, particularly those formed during childhood, can create lifelong patterns of behavior and belief. Society, too, plays a significant role in perpetuating this hidden problem. Through media, education, and cultural norms, we are bombarded with messages that reinforce scarcity, competition, and limitation. We are taught to conform, to obey, to suppress our true desires in favor of societal expectations. The result is a collective subconscious programming that keeps us trapped in a cycle of mediocrity, a collective illusion that we mistake for reality. This unseen force manifests in countless ways. It dictates your career choices, your relationships, your financial situation, and your overall sense of self-worth. You find yourself repeatedly attracting the same types of people, the same types of experiences, the same types of outcomes, even when you consciously desire something different. You sabotage your own success, undermine your own happiness, and perpetuate your own suffering, all because your subconscious mind is operating on outdated, self-limiting programs. You may believe you are making conscious choices, but in reality, you are merely acting out scripts written by your subconscious. You are reacting to triggers, responding to impulses, and reinforcing patterns that you inherited, not patterns that you chose. You are a prisoner in your own mind, bound by the invisible chains of your subconscious beliefs. This is not a matter of willpower or discipline. It's a matter of reprogramming, a matter of rewriting the code of your subconscious mind. It's a matter of reclaiming your power as the architect of your reality. But before you can embark on this journey, you must fully grasp the devastating consequences of remaining trapped in this unseen prison. You must understand how this hidden problem silently erodes your potential, sabotages your dreams, and ultimately steals your life. The unseen consequences of allowing your subconscious to dictate your reality are far more insidious than mere disappointment or unfulfilled desires. They are a slow, corrosive decay of your potential, a gradual erosion of your spirit, and a silent theft of your life's true purpose. Imagine a life lived on autopilot, a series of reactive responses rather than conscious creations. You become a shadow of your true self, a pale imitation of the vibrant, powerful being you were meant to be. Cognitive biases, those subtle distortions in your thinking, amplify this decay. Confirmation bias, for example, causes you to seek out information that confirms your existing beliefs, no matter how limiting or destructive they may be. If you believe you are unworthy of success, you will subconsciously filter out opportunities and focus on evidence that reinforces your unworthiness. Negativity bias, the tendency to give more weight to negative experiences, further entrenches you in a cycle of fear and limitation. Every setback, every failure, becomes a confirmation of your inadequacy, a justification for your self-imposed prison. Neurologically, this manifests as entrenched neural pathways. The more you repeat negative thought patterns, the stronger these pathways become, making it increasingly difficult to break free. Your brain becomes wired for limitation, programmed for failure. The amygdala, the brain's fear center, becomes hyperactive, triggering a constant state of anxiety and stress. You live in a perpetual state of fight or flight, reacting to perceived threats rather than creating your desired reality. Culturally, this unseen trap manifests as a collective stagnation. We become a society of conformists, afraid to challenge the status quo, afraid to pursue our true passions. We prioritize security over fulfillment, conformity over creativity, and material possessions over inner peace. We become trapped in a cycle of consumerism, constantly chasing external validation, never finding true satisfaction. The consequences extend beyond individual lives. They permeate our relationships, our communities, and our world. We perpetuate cycles of poverty, violence, and inequality, all because we are operating from a place of fear and limitation. We build walls instead of bridges. We hoard resources instead of sharing abundance. We cling to power instead of embracing collaboration. This unseen trap steals your joy, your passion, and your sense of purpose. It robs you of your creativity, your spontaneity, and your ability to experience genuine connection. It leaves you feeling empty, unfulfilled, and disconnected from your true self. You become a ghost in your own life, a spectator rather than a participant. You may achieve a semblance of success, but it will be hollow, devoid of meaning. You may accumulate wealth, but it will bring no lasting satisfaction. You may build a career, but it will feel like a cage. You will live a life of quiet desperation, constantly yearning for something more, something deeper, something real. The most devastating consequence of all is the loss of your potential. You were born with infinite possibilities, with the capacity to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. But the unseen trap of your subconscious beliefs limits your horizons, shrinks your world, and confines you to a reality far below your true potential. The urgency of escaping this trap cannot be overstated. Every moment you remain trapped is a moment wasted, a moment stolen from your true potential. The longer you wait, the deeper the roots of your limiting beliefs become, and the harder it becomes to break free. You are not just wasting time, you are wasting your life. The realization of these consequences is not meant to instill fear, but to ignite a burning desire for change. It is meant to awaken you from your slumber, to shatter the illusion of your limitations, and to empower you to reclaim your rightful place as the architect of your destiny. You must understand that the stakes are high, that your life hangs in the balance. Only then will you be ready to embark on the radical rebellion that awaits. The rebellion begins not with external action, but with a radical shift in perspective, a conscious dismantling of the illusions that have held you captive. It starts with the audacious realization that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a creator of your reality. You are not a product of your past, but a sculptor of your future. You are not bound by limitations, but empowered by infinite possibilities. This rebellion requires you to challenge everything you thought you knew, to question every belief you hold dear. It demands a willingness to embrace the uncomfortable truth that you are responsible for your own reality, that your subconscious mind is not your enemy, but a powerful tool waiting to be harnessed. The first step is to become consciously aware of your thoughts, to observe the silent narratives that play out in your mind. As Dodson Frederick suggested, the subconscious responds powerfully to directed thought. Start by identifying the limiting beliefs that hold you back. What are the negative affirmations you repeat to yourself? What are the fears that paralyze you? What are the stories you tell yourself about your limitations? Once you have identified these limiting beliefs, you must replace them with empowering affirmations, with positive statements that align with your desired reality. This is not about wishful thinking or positive platitudes. It's about consciously rewriting the code of your subconscious mind, installing new programs that support your growth and fulfillment. Neville Goddard's teachings on the power of imaginal acts provide a powerful tool for this reprogramming. He emphasized the importance of vividly imagining your desired reality, of feeling the emotions associated with your success, as if it were already a present fact. This technique bypasses the conscious mind and directly imprints new patterns onto the subconscious. James Allen, in As a Man Thinketh, illuminates the direct correlation between inner thoughts and outer circumstances. He states that circumstance does not make the man, it reveals him to himself. This means that circumstances are merely reflections of your inner state, and by changing your inner state, you can transform your outer reality. This is not a passive process. It requires active engagement, consistent practice, and unwavering commitment. You must become the gatekeeper of your mind, vigilantly guarding against negative influences, consciously choosing empowering thoughts, and consistently reinforcing your desired reality. Historically, those who broke free from the limitations of their subconscious minds were those who dared to challenge conventional wisdom, to embrace unconventional approaches, and to cultivate unwavering faith in their own potential. Think of Nikola Tesla, whose visionary inventions were born from his ability to visualize his creations with extraordinary clarity. Or consider the countless artists, writers, and entrepreneurs who defied societal expectations and pursued their passions with relentless determination. You too possess this power. You have the capacity to reclaim control of your subconscious mind, to rewrite the code of your destiny, and to create a life that reflects your true potential. Practical steps you can begin today, for free. Morning affirmations. Begin each day with a set of positive affirmations that align with your desired reality. For example, I am worthy of abundance. I am capable of achieving my goals. I am attracting positive experiences into my life. Visualization practice. Dedicate a few minutes each day to vividly visualizing your desired outcomes. Feel the emotions associated with your success. See the details of your ideal reality and experience it as if it were already happening. Thought journaling. Regularly journal your thoughts and feelings, identifying any limiting beliefs or negative patterns that arise. Then consciously reframe those thoughts with positive alternatives. Mindfulness meditation. Practice mindfulness meditation to cultivate awareness of your thoughts and emotions. This will help you identify and interrupt negative thought patterns before they take root. Surround yourself with positivity. Consciously choose to surround yourself with positive influences, including uplifting books, inspiring podcasts, and supportive people. Limit your exposure to negative media and toxic environments. This rebellion is not about escaping reality. It's about creating a new one, a reality that aligns with your deepest desires and highest potential. It's about reclaiming your power as the architect of your destiny and building a life that reflects your true magnificence. The ultimate truth, the final and most powerful realization that will shatter the remaining illusions and liberate you from the shackles of your past, is this: you are not merely a participant in reality, you are the very fabric of it. Your consciousness, your awareness, is not separate from the universe. It is the universe experiencing itself, subjectively. This is not a metaphysical abstraction or a philosophical conjecture. It is a fundamental truth that resonates with the deepest insights of quantum physics, ancient wisdom traditions, and the profound experiences of those who have dared to explore the depths of their own consciousness. You are not a separate entity, a solitary observer, adrift in a vast, indifferent cosmos. You are an integral part of the interconnected web of existence, a unique expression of the infinite intelligence that permeates all things. This realization transforms everything. It dismantles the illusion of separation, the belief that you are powerless, vulnerable, and at the mercy of external forces. It reveals that the limitations you perceive are not inherent in reality, but projections of your own subconscious beliefs. You are not bound by circumstances. You create them. The universe is not a static, fixed reality. It is a dynamic, fluid field of infinite potential, constantly responding to your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Your subconscious mind is not a separate entity. It is a conduit, a bridge between your conscious awareness and the infinite intelligence of the universe. When you align your subconscious beliefs with your conscious desires, you unlock the power to manifest your reality with effortless grace. You become a conscious creator, a master of your destiny, a weaver of your own experience. The universe responds to your vibrations, mirroring back to you the patterns you hold within. This is not about controlling the universe, but about aligning with its natural flow. It's about surrendering to the infinite intelligence that guides all things, while simultaneously claiming your power as a conscious creator. It's about recognizing that you are both the artist and the canvas, the dreamer and the dream. The past, with its traumas, its limitations, its perceived failures, becomes irrelevant. It is merely a collection of experiences, a series of lessons that have shaped your present awareness. The future is not a predetermined path, but a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint your masterpiece. Fear, doubt, and anxiety dissolve in the light of this realization. They are mere illusions, shadows cast by the belief in separation. They have no power over you unless you give them power. You are the master of your emotions, the conductor of your inner symphony. Abundance, joy, and fulfillment are not external rewards, but inherent states of being. They are not something you have to chase, but something you have to embody. They are the natural expressions of your true self, the reflections of your inner harmony. This is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous unfolding of awareness. It is a dance with the infinite, a celebration of your own magnificence. It is a homecoming, a return to the truth of who you are. Imagine living a life where every moment is infused with purpose, where every experience is a reflection of your deepest desires, where every interaction is a celebration of your interconnectedness. Imagine living a life where you are free from the limitations of your past, the anxieties of your future, and the illusions of your present. This is not a utopian fantasy. It is your birthright. It is the reality that awaits you when you awaken from the slumber of your subconscious programming, when you reclaim your power as the conscious creator of your reality. The world you see around you is a reflection of the collective subconscious, a mirror of our shared beliefs, our shared fears, and our shared limitations. By transforming your own consciousness, you contribute to the transformation of the world. You become a beacon of light, a catalyst for change, a living testament to the power of human potential. Go forth then, and embrace your magnificence. Reclaim your power, rewrite your code, and create a reality that reflects the truth of who you are. An infinite being, a conscious creator, a living expression of the universe itself. And as you do, remember, you were never lost, merely sleeping. Now, awaken.